Welcome, everybody, to today's November 15th, fourth episode in the Intuitive Leadership Insight series, which is based on my new book, The Enchanted Boardroom. Now, this specific episode, and I didn't realize this, is episode number 4, scheduled at 4 o'clock. So that is 4. 4 is a big number with angels. Number 44 is even more powerful. So God only knows what's going to happen in this episode. So stay tuned. Hang in there with me. Let's see what gets downloaded and how all of this works. So today's topic is, does law of attraction belong in the workplace? That's a question I'm often asked. Law of attraction. Does it belong in the workplace? Oh, it's so fluffy. Oh, how could something like this possibly be of use in the workplace? The fact remains, folks, that law of attraction works 24/7. So whether it's your personal life, whether it's the workplace, whether you're driving your car, whether you are an Olympic athlete doing an event, or an athlete, a recreational athlete, whether you're playing soccer, baseball, basketball, it doesn't matter. Law of attraction is in action. And why is that? It's because law of attraction is an energy. It's a powerful, powerful energy that is created by our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and our reactions to things that are around us. Every moment, we are either reacting or feeling, reacting or feeling, reacting or feeling. Things are happening that brings emotion up in us. One person said to me, and I will never forget this, because this person was a very intense individual who was very practical, tactical, and logical, and happened to be a he. He said to me, I don't believe in emotions. I don't use emotions in my decision making. That, in fact, was emotion. It was emotion about, there was resistance. That's an emotion. It was a pushback of something that made him feel uncomfortable. So it is virtually impossible to stay away from emotional, because it is a constant occurrence over and over and over again. So why is law of attraction so powerful, and why has it gained so much traction in our society? Well, frankly, law of attraction is written about in the Bible. Ask, and it is given. That's law of attraction. Ask, and it is given. It's the asking and letting go part that creates an issue. So recently, another person said, I don't believe in law of attraction. However, I do believe in faith. It just so happens that faith, trust, and belief are a keystone, a cornerstone of law of attraction, and is part of the last step in law of attraction. You must have faith, you must have belief, and you must have trust in order for law of attraction to work. I like to share a story about when I jumped out of a perfectly good airplane. This was a way that I wanted to celebrate my birthday. It was a milestone birthday, and it was something that I was so excited about. I'm going to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. Now, mind you, I used to be scared of heights, and I was able to clear that out using emotional freedom technique, also known as tapping, which is a form of healing using the same acupuncture, the same points that are used in acupuncture. And I got over my fear of flying. So what happened on my birthday, on this milestone, was that we had a family event, and I couldn't go and I couldn't jump out of my perfectly good airplane on my birthday. So I let go of control and basically said, you know what? The right time is going to show up when this is going to happen. And I got out of the way. It was about being in belief, trust, and having faith that the right time was going to come. Done. I talked about my burning desire, which was to jump out of an airplane, and I knew it would happen when it was supposed to. Sure enough, a very good friend of mine, she posted on Facebook that she was going to do one of two things, either get a tattoo or jump out of an airplane. And I went, hey, let's jump out of an airplane together. Next thing I know, the two of us scheduled in September to jump out of an airplane together. And she was celebrating her milestone. I was celebrating my milestone. And it ended up being the most glorious day. It was a beautiful day when this happened. And on top of it, my daughter, who was living in San Diego, happened to be here for the weekend. It was absolutely remarkable that she was here. Now, people are saying, well, weren't you scared? Absolutely not. I wasn't scared at all because I had such faith, trust, and belief in the man who was attached to my back. If you think I was going to jump out of a perfectly good airplane by myself, think again. I did have a professional strapped to my back. And this gentleman was so nice. He was just absolutely brilliant. And we got into this little itty bitty airplane, and there were 4 of us along with the pilot. And when he opened up that door at 10,000 feet and I looked out, there's a part of me that kept saying, I should be petrified. I should be scared. However, I wasn't, because I had so much faith, trust, and belief that I was exactly where I was meant to be, with who I was meant to be, with the right person attached to my back, and everything was going to be fantastic. And it was. It was an absolutely glorious experience, jumping out of that perfectly good airplane and looking at all of the area around us and the water and the land. Oh, it was just gorgeous. So that's just one of many, 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 many stories of law of attraction and how it works. My burning desire was to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. From there, and I kept visualizing it, and I knew where I was going to do it with. I didn't know with whom, but I knew where it was going to happen. I let go of control of when and where, or at what time and with whom, I should say. I let go of control. So, and I can share so many other stories like this in business, just even with this book here, The Enchanted Boardroom. One of the pieces that I talk about in my book is the Magnetic Attraction Business Plan. And it is part of the Magnetic Business Attraction for Practical and Intuitive Leaders. It's a big, big module, which is why I'm not going to be getting into the separate elements of it. It's a big module, Module 2. It's probably the largest module in the book. And I call the law of attraction in this book Magnetic Business Attraction, with, in parentheses, MBA, which is, it actually is an MBA in understanding how to work with energy, how to work with your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, how to communicate in a way where you are seen and heard, so that you can actually attract your burning desires. So in the Magnetic Business Attraction Plan, and there are several boards that I have leaders and business owners create, what I have you do is write down what your burning desires are. And I wrote down on my own set of boards, which are actually on my wall behind me, behind that panel that you see back there, I wrote that I wanted the ideal publisher for my upcoming book. I wanted someone who could take me nationally and internationally, who was easy to work with, and that was my ideal match. I am not kidding you. I got a call the next day. I should say, it wasn't a call. It was in mail from LinkedIn. LinkedIn, they connected with me the very next day. And I had a conversation with a salesperson. I ended up speaking with the CEO of the company. And to make a very long story short, I am now very good friends with the owner of Motivational Press, and he published The Enchanted Boardroom. I have been carrying this image for almost 5 years, and he was able to see it and his team replicate exactly what it was that I had been seeing. And it came because I had faith, trust, and belief in the burning desire of what I wanted. So you tell me, does law of attraction belong in the workplace? I believe so, based on these two stories that I shared with you. And you can use it for your sales teams. You can use it for your financial planning. You can use it for your marketing. You can use it when networking. There's a whole chapter in here on networking for success using magnetic business attraction. You use it in your communications so that you can speak to be heard and understood. All of that is wrapped up with the words that you use. Are you using positive words or are you using challenging words? What kind of words are you using in your communication? So all of those various components are discussed in the Magnetic Business Attraction chapter in the Enchanted Boardroom. So yes, law of attraction does belong in the workplace. It belongs in your life completely, your personal life. And what I will tell you, by following the law of attraction, it also improved my health. I used to constantly talk about poor health. Oh, I have a headache. Oh, I'm not feeling good. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Constantly talking about health. And what I realized was 25 years ago, I was using that to get attention. That was my way to get attention by bringing attention to how I was feeling. Very quickly, I realized, oh my gosh, what am I bringing to myself? And I cut it off. You want to talk about going cold turkey. And rarely do you hear me talking about negative health. And now I am probably the healthiest I've ever been in my entire life because I focus on great health. I focus on feeling wonderful. I focus on constantly being the best that I can be in mind, body, and spirit. And when that becomes your burning desire and you want to perform well and you want to be the best that you can, law of attraction says, your wish is my command. It truly does work. So in the upcoming weeks and months, we're going to be offering various workshops and webinars to help you understand how to really work with law of attraction, or magnetic business attraction, as I like to call it, to bring to you in the workplace your ideal client, your ideal coworker, your ideal employees, your ideal contracts, and your ideal time off so that we can vacation and regenerate and vacation in the most glorious times and places. So in learning how to work magnetic business attraction in your business, you will also learn how to use it in your personal life. So Terry Wilderman with Intuitive Leadership. I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today to share with you how law of attraction works in your life. It works in your relationships, health, businesses, career, finances. It works in all directions. We will talk again very soon. See you next time.